Alright, so I'm going to give you a quick little tutorial on how to get started in Revit. Your Revit instructions are located in my PLTW, but I figured just getting started up with it, it would be worthwhile for me to give you a quick demonstration. So when you're ready to start using Revit, and the first thing that you're going to be using it for is the Green Utility Shed project. So this is your Revit icon that you should see on your desktop, Revit 2020, and when you double click on it, it should start loading. And Revit is a pretty robust program with a lot of requirements and demands, so it takes a minute or so for it to load. I already have it loaded up here just so you didn't have to watch me wait for it to load. So anyway, this is the screen that it will load into. Once you're in here, you can click New, and you're going to choose Architectural Template, and you're going to keep it on Create New Project. Choose OK. Once your workspace loads here, you'll see things should look fairly familiar to you if you've used any 3D modeling programs before. With that being said, you have drastically different tools to work with here. So your ribbon is very different from Inventor or Onshape. Over here you have your project browser and also your properties browser here. So the first thing that you should do once you're in here, before you start trying to do any drawing, is come up to File, and you want to hit Save As, and you want to create a project. And you don't ever want to save where it goes default. It's going to save into documents. You don't want to save to your or to that specific computer because, well, it's on the school network and you just don't want to trust that as your location. So where to go? You have really a couple of different choices. One, you can choose My Computer, and you can come down here, and if you have an H drive available, you can use that. That is your school network drive. The school is trying to phase away from using that so much. So if you have a USB drive, this is where it would show up. I don't have one plugged in right now, but if you had one, this is where it would show up, and that's where you would want to save it. Another choice, if you go to desktop, is your OneDrive. This is probably the place that you should use unless you want to save specifically to a USB drive that you have. This is probably the least likely place for you to lose anything. So if you're going to use your OneDrive, which is the most recommended place to save it, I would suggest you create a folder in there and either name it CEA for this class, or you could name it Revit if it's just going to be where you keep your Revit files. And then open up that folder, and for this project, you should name it your initials, so those are my initials, underscore Green Utility Shed. And save. Once you've hit this point here, then you really should be logging into My PLTW if you haven't already, and start to follow the instructions for the Green Utility Shed design project. That's a 3-part project that I will have some other videos up for as well.